This is our first video for Chapter 1. This is Chapter 1, Section 1, Comparing and Ordering Integers. What you'll learn in this video is to compare and order integers and to find and add opposites. Remember, the absolute value of a number is its distance from zero on the number line in either direction. The two terms you need to define in this video are integers and opposites. When you see them in the video, be sure to pause the video and label that section of your notes as terms or vocabulary. Now, most shipwrecks lie under the water. You can use integers to describe distances above and below sea level. Integers are the set of positive whole numbers, their opposites, which are negatives, and zero. The wreck of La Belle, a ship from the 1600s, lies 12 feet below sea level off the coast of Texas. You can use -12 to describe the wreck's depth because it's 12 below zero, so that would be like -12 on the number line. Two numbers that are the same distance from zero on a number line, but in opposite directions, are opposites. You can use integers to find opposites. Remember, integers are whole numbers. So a decimal, like 1.2, is not an integer because it is not a whole number. Now let's look at an example. Finding the opposite. So we want the opposite of -12. If we look at this on a number line, -12 will be 3, 6, 9, 12 units to the negative. So the opposite is just going to be that same number in the opposite direction. So if we went to the left for -12, we're going to go to the right, 3, 6, 9, 12, to find the opposite. So the opposite of -12 is +12. Pause the video and do these three in your notebook. Be sure to label it as exercises or quick checks. And please draw a number line and show me how you find the opposite. I know you can do it in your head, but please do the number line and show me how you figured it out. Now, the sum of a number and its opposite is always going to be 0. So -2 plus 2, 0. 3 plus -3, 0. Any number plus its opposite is 0 because the opposite of a number cancels it out. So let's look at an example of adding opposites. So what is the sum of -3 plus 3? So -3 and 3 are opposites, so they are additive inverses. So -3 plus 3 is 0, because when they're opposites, they equal 0. Pause the video and do the quick check in your notebook. Find the sum. Now, you can also compare and order integers by graphing them on a number line. That's what it means by graphing. We don't need a coordinate plane here. So we're going to compare -7 and 1 using less than, equal, or greater than. So -7 will be 7 units to the left of 0 because it's negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1 will be 1 unit to the right because it's positive, so 1. So since 7 is to the left and 1 is to the right, 7 is less than 1. Pause the video and do this one in your notebook. Be sure to show the comparison of either less than, equal, or greater than. Now let's look at an example of ordering integers. So we want to order the cities on the map from coldest to warmest by graphing them on a number line. So coldest to warmest, they are Fairbanks, Nome, Anchorage, Valdez, Kodiak, and Juneau. So Fairbanks is negative 27. Nome is negative 10. Anchorage is negative 5. Valdez is positive 8. Kodiak is positive 10. And Juneau is positive 11. So if we graph those, we can see negative 27 go the farthest to the left, and positive 11 is the farthest to the right, and all the other ones are in the middle. Negative 10, negative 5, positive 8, and positive 10. So that's an easy way to put these numbers in order, is to just graph them on the number line. Now, if you're comfortable with positive and negatives, can you just make a list like this? Absolutely. But graphing it is just a way that if you have trouble, maybe you might get 8 and 10 mixed up, or you might get 10 and 5 mixed up. If you put it on a number line, you can't get that mixed up because you're counting down or up the number line. Pause the video and do this one in your notebook. Now it's time to check your understanding. Be sure to label it as check your understanding in your notebook, number all your questions, write down any important information or original equations, and show all your work. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.